Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I was drilling a few holes into a piece of square tubing, and the drill was giving off a lot of vibration, making a lot of noise. Also, the holes weren't really equally sized. I immediately suspected the bearings. So I started taking apart the quill assembly, which is pretty straightforward. You take off the return spring on one side, and then you just pull everything apart, took it over to the bench, and got to this assembly. Now, there's a left-hand threaded nut that actually holds the spindle onto the quill. I had to find out the hard way that's left-hand threaded. Here you can see the bearing stack. It's a thrust bearing and a ball bearing. I got to punching out the bearing inside of the quill itself, and that's when I noticed something strange. So this bearing was missing a seal, which is pretty weird. Bearing seals don't just evaporate. Got to take off the other bearing, clean them up, and then that's when I saw, oh no, it's not missing a seal. This is a single seal bearing, which is very strange, especially considering that the seals were facing inward. If you don't know anything about bearings, they're very sensitive to contamination. So you'd usually use double sealed bearings for this. Or if you're using a single sealed bearing, at least have the seals facing outwards so you don't have any grit coming in there. You can hear that's fucked. Decided to give everything else a good clean. Got in there with a toothbrush and a paraffin gun, just got it all off. After everything was clean, I replaced the bearings. As I said, I reused the thrust bearing, and I replaced the zinc seal bearings with double rubber sealed ball bearings. I think they're a bit better for this application, and they'll probably last a bit longer as well. I went to trade school, believe it or not. After I got everything back together, it was a matter of aligning the pulleys using a straight edge, or the sliced off bottom of a framing square, however you pronounce it on your side of the world. After that, it was a matter of reinstalling the quill assembly. Now, my drill is fairly old. The nameplate on it says 1980, which would make it twice as old as I am. And over years of extended use, every time the quill bottoms out, one of the teeth on the spline shaft hits the end of a rack and gets damaged. So I made sure to reinstall that spline shaft in such a way where I don't have any dead spots while drilling. Then all that was left to do was readjust the tensioner and give it a little test. I'm quite happy with that, or at least I was. If you're a subscriber of this channel, which you should be, you might have seen this short. To turn it on, and the fucking thing blows its guts all over the shop. Capacitor gave out, I guess. Still actually pretty warm, but yeah, stay tuned for the video about the bearings. This has been the video about the bearings. Now, this machine still has quite a lot of work on it, like what the fuck even is that? I started putting together this workshop when I was in high school, and my standards have gone up a lot since then. So I plan on making a video where I fix all the little broken bits and bobs on here. In the meantime, I'd just like to thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, please press like. Please consider subscribing to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, and also, fun fact, I learned that the drill chuck is also not concentric, so that's probably why my holes weren't equally sized.